So there are some people who have never taken out any debt at all, and they get to their late 20s, and then they realize, you know what, I've saved up some money. Now I want to actually buy a house or a property for investment. If they've never had a credit file, then it can flag to the bank, and they'll ask the question like, how is this person 28 years old and they don't have a credit file? It doesn't mean they won't approve it. It just means that we got to explain it, because you got no credit score. And Australia has moved on to comprehensive credit reporting, or positive credit reporting, they call it in America. And that's where they give you a score based on you staying on time for all your debts. So they keep a record of that. You can actually see your if you're late on any repayments. Whereas before, you only used to keep a record if you were defaulted, for example. So having a credit file does help because you have a credit score. And if you've got a credit score of over 800, you're pretty much in the top tier of a borrower. If you're below 600, there's some negative stuff on there. If you never had a file, then I don't even know what your score will be to start with. So what I would say is, it doesn't have to be a credit card. It can be like Zip Money or something like that with $1,000 limit. It can even be a phone bill, like a mobile contract that creates or a utility bill if you move out of home. Something just to create your file. And as long as you've got a file, then that's okay. You don't have to take out debt in order for you to get that score. So that's something to keep in mind. But if someone does want to have a credit card, I recommend getting good with money first. So what I mean by that is, we talked about managing money. If you're borrowing money from anywhere because you can't afford to cover your expenses between this paycheck and the next one, a credit card is not going to help you with that. So better not get one. But if you're always ahead and you've got savings put aside, a credit card can make it easier for you just to manage a lot of different direct debits and whatever, and then you can as long as you clear the balance in full every month. And some banks will make you fill out a form to do that. Some will do it through NetBank. Some you have to call up, because they don't want you to clear it in full. They want you to carry the balance and pay interest on it, right? So that's when I would say it's worth it. And in terms of a limit, me personally, I'll just go to the minimum, which is $6,000, which gives me reward points, right? Whereas some people, can go lower. But if it's not giving you reward points, all it is just temptation to use money you don't have.